Hi, this is Mike Holweg. I understand from feedback you've given that you are going through what can be called thrush or a yeast issue, a yeast infection, a Candida albicans overrun. Call it whatever you want. Candida albicans is a specific fungus that unfortunately or fortunately all of us have. Nobody has no yeast fungus in their gut. It's just part of the way things are. So in fact, it's not even a problem. It's not necessarily a negative. The problem is when our own beneficial intestinal bacteria get overrun in the gut. So there's always somebody trying to conquer. It's a lot like dictatorship. So Candida albicans is a fairly benign fungus. It stays in our gut. It's kept in check by the numbers, the amounts, the quantity of beneficial bacteria, the space that's available, the type of food that you eat, the environment in the gut, the pH, the amount of acid, and so forth, all help naturally to regulate, modify, and suppress an overrun of Candida. However, through prescription medications, especially antibiotics, through an improper diet, through being overly acid in our gut and our pH, we sometimes have gone through months or years of a very bad environment for the beneficial bacteria. So they get suppressed, they become weakened, they become the minority in our gut. And then something like Candida can just run wild, and that's what's called a Candida albicans overrun. So if you've ever been diagnosed with thrush, a yeast infection, or you have a sweet tooth where you crave sugars and candies and sweet things and desserts and baked goods or pastas and bready things, those are all not typical. Most people do not suffer from that. But if you do, and even if it's periodic, it shows you that you do very possibly have some suppressed beneficial bacteria, which allows an overrun of the Candida albicans fungi. So the solution to it can be very simple. We have to do a couple of long-term things. We would like to improve your diet a bit. We would like to reduce your acid flow a bit. But the thing that you can do immediately, right now, is to take a product called Candida Balance. So Candida Balance has three main ingredients that I love. The first is that it has oregano oil. Oregano oil is one of the main ingredients in Candida Balance. Oregano oil is a natural antifungal oil. So it's an extract from the leaves of the oregano plant, the same plant we use as an Italian type seasoning in some things. And that oil is extremely toxic to the Candida albicans fungi. So it's very effective. The second thing that this formula has is black walnut extract, which is it's an antiparasitic. It tends to kill a few of the negative things that may be in your gut. And it also improves the environment for your beneficial bacteria to thrive and colonize. And it tends to be something that suppresses the Candida type fungi and some of the other negative bacteria. There's a third ingredient in Candida Balance, and that is pau d'arco. And pau d'arco is an herb. It's the bark of a tree, and it is an oxygenator. So Candida, many of these bacteria or fungi that we consider negative in our gut that we don't really want a lot of, they tend to be anaerobic, both the bacteria and the fungus. They tend to thrive and colonize the best in a low oxygen environment. So importing these oxygenators into the gut is a third way to suppress the things we don't want and promote the things that we do. So Candida Balance does all of those things. It's an awesome product, and it's actually the best instant solution to yeast infections, thrush, Candida albicans, overruns, sweet tooth, those cravings for food, and especially for the high carbohydrate foods that we have. The reason for that, by the way, is that the Candida albicans fungus acts within us a lot like a parasite. Some parasites actually have the design to control things about your appetite or cravings to where they get to be fed what they want to eat. And that's what Candida does. That's what's happening when you have a sweet tooth or cravings for those specific types of food. Let's end all that. Give this product a try. It's available at Rachel's Tea, and besides the long-term solutions that we have in the book and elsewhere for you, that is the immediate, instant, quick relief, fast-acting solution that we have. It's fairly inexpensive, and I would recommend that in your specific case. Thanks.